Alright, well, this is going to be part 2 and the last bits and pieces of what we didn't get through in the first part of this. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to go back onto the channel and see all the other crazy stuff that I picked up. Yeah, let's jump right on in. I got some media, so to speak. Got some anime. Got some Bleach. It's the second season. The Maze Runner, which is probably the only entry that I liked in the whole series. Narnia, with Mr. Tumnus, and Aslan. And this one came with a bunch of shit. Got some Turbo Graphics games. I know, Turbo Graphics games. They finally are starting to show up at my local store, and I had a shit ton of coupons, so I figured why not just go ahead and use them. So I picked up Sidearms. They're all complete, really nice condition. None of them have the broken jewel cases. So this one was $36. Galaga 90. This was $36. They're just insane prices now, but as I say, I traded in some stuff. I had some coupons, so didn't hurt the bank too much. JJ and Jeff, $34. And last but not least was a copy of Double Dungeons, which I know is terrible, but it's a TurboGrafx game, and I loved that system growing up. I was one of the probably few people that actually owned a TurboGrafx back in the day. We had both Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx. We didn't ever own a Genesis, but we did have a Turbo. Until my brother sold it to the guy down the street for like $100 and all of our games. So now I'm just trying to get them all back. Still, I don't have a couple like Tiger Road. I got that for a birthday. My mom and me, she took me to Toys R Us, where you go down the aisle, you pick the coupon from the little, because they didn't actually have the games out on the shelf like they do nowadays. You actually took a slip, went up to the front counter where they had like a lockbox cage. You'd give it to the guy, and that's where he would pull the game. You'd pay for it. And my mom, every birthday, we would go to Toys R Us, get a game, probably go to McDonald's, get some food, and then I would just play. So that was awesome. And that's one of the very, very few fond memories I have. Picked these up in Connecticut at Retro Games Plus when I was back home for Christmas. I got the Rumble pack for the DS, or does it also work? Yeah, it's for the DS. This one I wanted, and they only wanted $2 for it, $1.95 for Metroid Prime Pinball. I did not have the Rumble pack, but now I do. Spirit camera on the 3DS. It was only $3, and it comes with everything, including like this book. I guess it has like AR in it, so like you use the camera, and so I thought that was pretty cool. I don't think many games actually took advantage of that feature, so that's why I was kind of really interested in it. And the fact that it was only $3, and I think it goes for a little bit more. And there weren't that many interesting games on the 3DS like this. It's got blood and violence, and it looks like it could be like The Ring or something. But another heavy hitter on the Dreamcast. I've never played it. I've played with him. I think his name is Hinata. But it's a copy of Plasma Sword, and they only wanted $25, which is a really good deal. I think it probably goes for like $35. So I was excited to pick that up. That's another Dreamcast game that I did not have. Now I do. For $3.99, Operation Darkness on the 360 from GameStop. It's an Atlas title, and it looks like you play against Hitler and his undead army. Interesting concept. That's why I had to pick it up. Lodestar on the Sega CD from 2nd & Charles for $5.50. I mean, it's in really good shape. Comes with the foam and everything, and I mean, this manual looks massive. Rocket science gear. I don't know what that's all about. But, yeah. $5, Sega CD game, did not have. Totally gonna pick it up. Now, I tried to get into this game, but honestly, I can't. And I love the series. It's River City Showdown. Oh, Rival Showdown. The Kunio-kun series. Best known for, like, River City Ransom. What is it? Is it Renegade? Renegade. And, Super Dodgeball, stuff like that. Little chibi characters. Came with a nice little keychain. The only thing that brings this game down, in my opinion, is it's got a time mechanic. I fucking hate games that have time mechanics. That you can only do a certain amount of stuff in a given day, and it ticks down until finally you have to go do a final battle. And it's slow. It's not as good as the Tokyo Rumble. If you want a River City Ransom game, I can highly recommend Tokyo Rumble, but I cannot recommend Rival Showdown unless you really, really, really love the Kunio-kun series, and you like constraints and not just do whatever you want, grind, and then go blast away a couple of characters. Metroid Prime, no, not Metroid Prime. Is it really that early? Metroid Samus Returns on the 3DS. I just picked the regular version. Played through it 100% complete. I thought it was pretty good. Kind of dragged on a little bit. It was kind of repetitive, but, you know, a decent re-envisioning, I guess, of Metroid 2. Some Switch games that I will put, well, I don't even know why I got this. I know why I got it. It's Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap from, well, it's produced by Nicalis. They do a lot of these indie games. And I think it probably comes with, feels like it comes with like a keychain, like they have tended to do with some of these releases. I already had this digitally on the Switch, and I already 100% completed it, so I don't know why. I think I just wanted a physical copy. Axiom Verge, picked this up. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Was it GameStop? I don't know. There's another game too I picked up. I think I picked up Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 on the Switch. And Rampage, River City, Jesus Christ. Retro City Rampage DX. I wanted a physical copy on the Switch, and it was like 30 bucks. Addicted to this game right now. Currently, we'll be playing it for a while this year. Monster Hunter World. Just awesome. But you really do have to like the Monster Hunter series. If you're new to the series coming into it, it's going to seem a bit overwhelming, but they do it very well with introducing mechanics here and there, and not throwing everything at you all at once, because if they did that, it would be very daunting and you would probably just bounce off of it really quick. Pick this guy up for, it was 20 bucks for an Xbox 360. This is the Elite version. It was kind of in a little disgusting, it had like, I don't know if it was like paint or putty or something, but I've gotten as much as I possibly can off of it, and it works great. I think I had a copy of like NCAA or some sort of college football game. And probably one of the best finds. I don't know, probably the best find I'm going to find all year. I'm just going to go out and say that. I don't think I'm going to find anything better than what I got that day. I think it was like a month ago, all right? I'm going to get close. Get closer, all right? So it was about a month ago, and I walked into my retro game store, and I'm going through spiels, you know, I'm going to what do you got? Can you resurface this? It's normal stuff that what I do. I usually bring him stuff to resurface. We chit chat. He asks me what I found because he knows I go to thrift stores. He knows I'm always hustling, trying to make a buck. You know, and if I can't, then I'll just bring it to him and offload a bunch of crap. So he's always asking me if I have anything of particular, like, you know, GameCube, N64 stuff that's really hot. You know, he'll pay top dollar, whatever. So he got a lot in from this guy from the UK, and it was a bunch of imported Mega CD games, and he was just going to throw them up on eBay in a lot, you know, accept whatever, because he didn't want to go through the pain of listing them individually. So I took a look at them, and there were some pretty decent titles in there, and he said he would sell me all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Mega CD games, and all he wanted was 30 bucks. I said, I looked at him like as if he were joking, but he was dead serious. So I said, yeah, I'll buy them. 30 bucks, I'll take them. Because I figured there has to be a way to play Mega CD games. You know, even though these are European PAL, they should still be a way to get them to work. And sure enough, there is. You can use either, the only method I've tried so far that I know that works is with like a soft modded or modded original Xbox and an emulator called Genesis, which is pretty much just the Sega CD, and you can play your Sega CD games just by the, well, off the original. I believe another way is with, which I haven't tried, but I'm probably going to, is with the Mega EverDrive ROM cart. If you just have the, I think you load the Sega CD BIOS, the PAL BIOS, and you can play your PAL games through your Sega CD. Obviously, you have to have one connected to it, so you either have to have a Sega CD or an original Xbox that you've modded. And I'm sure there are probably other ways, like on a PC, I'm sure it would work. But, so yeah, I did verify it does work, and I'm sure you don't care about that, and you just want to know what games did I get. So for 30 bucks, here are the games. I got a copy of Rebel Assault, and they're all Mega CD games. They're all double jewel cases. So you get, you know, case, your manual. I'm gonna have to get this one resurfaced. I got most of the ones I was gonna keep resurfaced. You can see this one has seen better days, but it'll buff out nicely. And they all, some of them did not come with a manual. Actually, I think there was only one that did not come with a manual, which I was kind of pissed off, but for $30, I really can't be pissed. Sit back and relax, chilling out, maxing. Prince of Persia. Again, you probably can see yourself in that. A lot of these I did not have. Did not have Prince of Persia. And this one, the case for it. So, and that was another thing with these. Because I wanted them to be in, the cases were just shit. So what I had to do is, I had to pretty much, luckily, go to Second and Charles because they have a free bin out front that they put books, music, all kinds of crap. And there was just a bunch of like CDs from some chick. They had like Melissa Etheridge and I don't know, some other chick bands, whatever. No offense to chicks out there, I'm just saying there was a bunch of like Melissa Etheridge and I don't know, you name another one, I can't. So I had to take 2 of those CDs to replace these to get them nice, you know, mint. But for some reason, this one doesn't. This is the only one that doesn't fit very well. It fits too snug. It's like you can't even like open it. So I'm gonna have to replace that one. But anyways, oh, the other ones work fine. Wolf's Child. Again, just really awesome because I didn't have a lot of these really. Oh, we're gonna leave that one for the end, folks. Road Warrior. again, another FMV game. Kind of glad to have this one. I've seen this one a lot, and yeah, it's just cool, you know, because they're in English. It's not like I mean, some of the games have different regions where if you start it, you can select which region you're from, like Germany or France or, you know, UK. So, great game to have on the Sega CD is the Terminator. I really want to play this one because I've seen, you know, from the AVGN that the music in it is just kick ass. So I'm hoping some of these had some light. Someone, this is funny. I don't know if you can see that, but someone drew all over Arnie's face with like a ballpoint pen. And I was thinking about maybe taking some Goo Gone or something to it, but I think it's just too deep. I don't think it'll come out. Plus, 30 bucks, whatever. We'll leave that one again for the end. Sega Classics. I already have this one, but it only comes in it came in a cardboard one, I think, on mine. At least the one for the North American Sega CD. And unfortunately, this did not have a game. It's got the case and manual, but no game. But right now, it does have a copy of Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure, in there. And this one just looks toast. I might actually resurface this one as well, because I don't think I have Pitfall. I don't know if it's worth my time to resurface it, though. Actually, I won't be the one resurfacing it. That'll be Tom from the Video Game Trader. And it's funny because I traded in a bunch of stuff that morning, and one of the games I traded in was a sealed copy of the North American version of Tomcat Alley, and I got the Mega CD version of it. And I think this game was, yeah, you can see I mean, it'll probably still work, but it's, you know, scratched up to shit. And I already have a copy, so not worth resurfacing. FIFA Soccer Championship Edition, FIFA International Soccer Championship Edition, otherwise known as football. And the sports games, they were all just, I mean, again, shit. The cases were all just fucking broken, so I couldn't use the sports games, so that's why I didn't want to have to go out to a thrift store and buy just CDs to replace. And last but not least, ESPN Baseball Tonight. No one gives a fuck. Missing the manual. Case is broken. So the actual two good, well, the better two games. I got a copy of Final Fight CD. I did play through this one, but I did notice on the outer edge, and if you can see that, it probably won't pick it up. But if you look to the left of Cody, you might see there's a couple of the top layer of the CD. That's really what you don't want to happen. But I did play through the first level, and it did work. But again, I don't know if it reads, from what I remember, inside out or outside in on CDs. But it does work, and it's cool that, you know, I have it. It didn't cost me much to get it. And this is a really, I just couldn't believe. When I saw that he had this in the lot, and he only wanted $30, I thought he was fucking crazy. KO Flying Squadron. And this one is complete. And the disc I had resurfaced, and it just buffed out really nice. Really nice. This one's going for insane amounts, like 300, 400. I think one of the Retro Games Plus in Connecticut had like two, and one of them was like a sealed copy. They wanted like a couple $1,000s for it. But it looked like, you know, it's just a fun side-scrolling shooter. So $30 for all those games, and this, yes, that's a no-brainer. And this is just anime related. It does have, I think, games for this series, but whatever, it's all related. Anime, manga, it's all the same. And it's a little bit of everything. I'm sure if you've seen anything in this video, it's about diversity. We don't just stick to video games, although I do focus a lot on video games. I do focus on other things, like making money on stuff that I can find for relatively nothing. So I think for $2 a piece, I found these 5 and these 4, the complete 9-volume run of Rurouni Kenshin, the manga. And like any Japanese manga, they read from back to front. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. If you're into manga or Shonen Jump and you like One Piece or Dragon Ball Z, another one of those series that's made its way from, you know, there's an anime, there's a manga, there's games, I'm sure. I'm assuming. The only thing is that I need to, this one right here, I need to re-glue that one. But the complete series, or the complete 9-volume set, you could sell, I've seen them go for $75 to $80. So probably just list that, and because they're books, I can send them as media mail. And literally I paid $2 a volume, so 2, 4, 6, 8, well, there's 9 of them, so $18. So that'd be some decent profit. That'd be what, 60 bucks? Pay for a game, I guess. But this was probably another really good find. And we'll leave it at this. This is non-gaming related. This is just me reselling on eBay to make money so I can go buy games. We picked this guy up. And you're like, what is that? This is a DVD duplicator. Yes, and you're probably wondering, why do people need that nowadays? People want to make Blu-rays that you can load different BIOS into this thing. It's pretty much just a self-contained little PC. It's got an internal hard drive, and it's got 3 burner drives and 1 master drive. But it's whatever I can do to make some money so that I can go out, buy some more stuff, thrift, sell whatever I can to make a buck so I can go out and buy more of this useless shit. But anyways, that's gonna have to do it for this video. I think that's about it. I'm looking around the room to see if I've forgotten anything else. I don't think I have. Well, I hope you enjoyed part 2, and if you haven't seen part 1, make sure to go back and check that out. Make sure to leave a comment below. Did you see anything you liked? Have you guys found anything interesting out there in the wild? I think between the duplicator and maybe some PlayStation 3s, you know, the 3DS, that was a pretty good find. Mutant League Hockey, that was a great find. Let me know, and stay tuned for more interesting, boring videos. What are your thoughts? I don't know. Leave a comment. As always, keep up the thrift, and I'll thrift y'all later.